bags are packed, which y'all know means I'm getting ready to go on a trip. Okay, so I know it's been an extremely long time since the last time I did a vlog or updated you guys, but the bags are packed, which y'all know means I'm getting ready to go on a trip. And some of you may already know where I'm going based on my last video. I actually alluded to it, but obviously I've kind of been radio silent for a while. But first I'm headed to my mom's because her and my sister Ken's are gonna ride with me and drop me off at my first destination. It's gonna be a long drive, so got my coffee.
It's like right in the middle of a neighborhood.
Wow, my camp was over there the first time. Okay guys, so I am back here at Adventures and Missions. I'm actually getting ready to go on a really cool trip. Got offered this alumni opportunity to go and hike the Camino in Spain. Just pulled up, was expecting a welcome party, but was running a little bit late, so I guess everybody is not here. But I don't feel too bad because all my teammates were late. So we're all just trying to figure out where everyone is. Literally don't know where anybody is. It's like dead silent. Hope we're not the only ones here. Good morning, guys. I guess our training camp is gonna look a little different because apparently we're the only ones here for training camp. Definitely different having the place to ourselves. One of the perks is not having to stay outside. We were all sleeping in bunkhouse last night. Wasn't the most comfortable bed. I definitely tossed and turned, but you know, it was in the AC, out of the rain. Can't complain too much. Spent most of yesterday just getting to know each other. Did pack demos showing what we're gonna take on the trip. Get some ideas of maybe some things we should take out of our packs or add to our packs. Yeah, so it was a really laid back day. But today I think we have a few things on the schedule. Breakfast is at 8, so I got up a little bit early just to collect my thoughts and spend a little quiet time. Okay, so we have been in sessions pretty much like all day. My brain is definitely mush, but we just finished dinner and we're getting ready to go to town to get some ice cream and just do some ATL or Ask the Lord. Basically it's just a chance for us to get out in the community, try and go do some evangelism, and just see where the Lord might be wanting to use us tonight. Successful night doing some ATL evangelism. We were in downtown Gainesville, you know, trying to do our best to be receptive and aware of Holy Spirit promptings and just listening to God's voice. And one of my teammates, Blizz, as we were getting ready to leave, somehow or another ended up getting a whole box of pizza from these few people that were sitting outside at a restaurant. And I just turned to her and I was like, we can't just take the pizza and not ask them to pray. So we ended up going back over there to them. I asked, is there anything that we can pray for? And at first they were kind of a little closed off and we're like, no, we're good. And I was like, are you sure? And then eventually the guy was like, you can actually pray for Natalie, who was sitting with him. And she actually happened to have a fracture in her arm or in her wrist. Got the chance to pray healing over Natalie. And as I was praying, found out that the guy, David, also had a broken rib. Saying all that to say that at first, even if people may seem a little standoffish and say no to your asking them to pray, even if it may be rejection at first, it may not always be an out and out rejection. So don't be afraid to ask deeper questions. Don't be afraid to push a little bit. You know, obviously we want to be respectful and discerning in all these areas. Don't just immediately assume that a no is a closed door, because it very well could be that they're just not used to someone who's taking a genuine interest. Overall, it was a really good night. The sessions were really, really cool today. We got to hear from Dion, who has been around AIM for a really long time, and I love hearing Dion speak. His session was actually on the Holy Spirit, and it was just so many things where my mind was just blown thinking about the indwelling of the Holy Spirit, just needing that reminder that we do carry God with us wherever we go. So just, being fueled and empowered as we're getting ready to go on this Camino trip, that we carry God with us, recognizing that authority and the power that we have to step in and make a difference, just see lives changed and hope found on this trip. Feel really encouraged. There were some other really great sessions. Obviously, we did another training on feedback, which is everybody's favorite on the race. We also did a session on prayer, just being encouraged to begin everything with that direct line of communication with God and going to Him in prayer, recognizing our need to be in constant communication with God, not taking prayer for granted, because I think that's so easy to do. But yeah, so many things are missed because maybe we're not, going to God in prayer as we should. Yeah, overall, it's been an incredible first training day. Looking forward to it tomorrow, but it is super late and I am exhausted, so it's time for bed. Okay, so I decided to move the bed down here because these were not very comfortable frames. They also squeak so much anytime you make any movement. I feel like I'm gonna get much better sleeping on the ground, so yeah. Alright, good morning guys. Definitely slept a lot better last night. Still wasn't the most ideal sleep, but it was 10 times better. Thankfully, we don't have to do bucket showers. Apparently our showers are back here in these shipping containers. So we'll see what that's like. They did not have this back when I did the race. Should have brought my chacos in. It's a little bit dirty in here. All showered up, not too bad. The lights did cut off on me while I was in there. I don't know if they're motion activated, but yeah, they cut off after a few minutes. And yeah, I just had to finish my shower in the dark. We're getting ready to have breakfast here in a little bit, which I don't really eat breakfast very often, but I do need some coffee. Thankfully, this time we do have coffee, because at my original training camp, I was really roughing it. I had to do lukewarm instant coffee packets, and once you do that, you can drink your coffee anyway. Okay guys, so I know I didn't really film much today. It was mainly just more sessions. Good sessions, but yeah, it felt like a really long day. We did an evangelism training, and then got to firsthand go out and practice that at a restaurant, learn some more valuable skills to help us challenge ourselves and grow in our ability to share our faith and share the gospel. But then we came back and spent some time just going over some of the logistics for our trip, and we definitely have some changes to the plan and the itinerary. I'm totally here for it. The trip may look a little bit different than some of the things that maybe I've shared, but it's still going to be really exciting. And I'll share more of the details with y'all as we continue to refine this plan and figure out exactly what our logistics are, because there's still a lot of things up in the air and a lot of things that we got to figure out. But yeah, it's just really cool to see things starting to come together, and it's awesome that as opposed to trips that I've done in the past, there's a lot more like autonomy and a lot more freedom within my team to kind of create the trip that we want and have a little more free reign to just make this really our own trip. I'm really excited to just see how God's gonna move on it and how he's gonna inspire and lead us through the Holy Spirit just guiding us on this trip. But yeah, like I said, it's been a really long day again. It's definitely one thing that I remember about training camp is that all the sessions can definitely make your brain feel like mush. At the end of the day, you're just exhausted. But I find a lot of times that's whenever God really begins to show up the most, is whenever I just come to the end of myself and the end of my rope, and I'm so exhausted that I'm just running on Holy Spirit. I think it's time for me to get to bed because we've got a lot more planned tomorrow. So yeah, again, sorry I didn't really film a whole lot today. It was mainly just us sitting in sessions, but hopefully we'll be able to get some more film tomorrow.